Afternoon, folks. As you can tell by my voice, I've been a little bit ill for a week or two. Only just got my voice back. We have been away, did 5 weeks in India, bodding around, and when I got back I got this bloody awful COVID thing. So sorry I haven't done a video in a while. But anyway, let's have a look at a little bit of progress. On the front end, and it's still to be finalised. Obviously these are all just tacked together with bolts of anything I could get hold of that fit. But that's the general setup and geometry of the front end. I've got these little adjustable rods, turnbuckles, whatever you want to call them, on the top. 2 rose joints. They're going to need bolts and spacers to space everything out, because everything's just in place at this moment in time. I've had these laser cut, and they're all of the front end apart from. I'm going to get some 1x3 tube stuff, square box, and it's going to get welded across the face of those two. And those two to space and keep those spaces correct, so it will fit on the front of the cart there. Welded all round. These need welding up underneath. They've got little lugs that stick through that I can weld, but they do the job of clamping the springs and holding the ends of these little tie rods and attaching to the ladder frame and spacing the front end out. So multi-purpose little bits of metal there. 6mm thick plate, kindly cut by asking nicely to Mr. Underdown. Okay, so further back you can see that I've glued, riveted, plated lots of bits onto the chassis. Made a cradle for the engine to sit on and slide backwards and forwards. Fixed the bearings through the plastic reinforcement that I poured inside. Got spreader plates below and above. That one needs about 1/2 mm of shimming, that bearing. It's a little bit low. And that one needs about 1/4 mm of shimming. It's a little bit low, but I can do that when I take it apart. It still works, everything turns, the differential works, everything's lining up very nicely, and I've got the right amount of axle sticking out both sides. So as you can see, we've got room around the engine both sides, so the engine's dead central, or as central as you can make it on a cycle cart. Is that about it? Is that all I've done? It feels like I've done a lot more, but I haven't. Okay, you can see that the place is a mess at this moment in time. I need a big clean up, so that'll be my next job. I've got mounting bolts to put through these springs here and there, but I really need to focus on getting everything spot on before I drill those, because if I've got one of those springs sticking long, then it'll slew my axle, it'll put it out to the rear axle, I'll have one wheel low, so it's a lot of gentle messing around before those drills go in. And then the next job, cutting out the member to go across there, side to side, to space everything and weld everything up. Once it's welded everything up, that's the basic chassis done. Obviously I've got to weld this front end together yet, but that's after my spacers and my front cross member goes in. Alright, that's about it.